It's pretty deceiving here. We're along Interstate 84 and 91, and as you look at the traffic flow, it's moving pretty fast, and you can see the mist kicking up in the headlights, all of the water on the highway, and that water is going to be laying down tonight, and when the temperature's dropping, it'll freeze. And we rode along with a tow truck driver who's on these roads all night long, day in, day out, and he says this is what's the most deceiving part, especially if you're driving long distances.
It's starting to clear up now, so there's not going to be, accident-wise, there's not going to be a whole lot going on.
But that can change in a matter of minutes. Steve is a veteran tow truck driver out patrolling the roads tonight, and he knows them inside and out, wet or dry. He knows just how fast the conditions can change.
Once it starts to drop lower and lower, everything starts to get slick, and everybody stops, continues to not pay attention to it, and it can either progress into, multiple accidents or people just sliding off the road and be able to pull right back off the road.
1 minute the roads are wet and sloshy but manageable. The next, iced over. And with the temperatures hovering around the freezing point, he says the highways just might be wet, but the side roads can be icy.
The weather can drop and the temperature can just drop dramatically, and overnight everything can just freeze. And as you're driving down the road, you're going to start sliding everywhere, and people that aren't paying attention, they're going to start sliding into other cars, buildings, house, whatever.
Earlier during rush hour, the drivers of this red car found out the hard way just how fast the conditions can change on Avon Mountain. Coming down the hill, no problem, plenty of traction, but the intersection had iced up. The car slides across the road, just missing several cars, slamming into a light pole.
You've been noticing a lot of people going faster than they should?
Definitely. The all-wheel drive cars, Subarus and stuff like that are out there still driving like it's normal, but I just watch out for them.
And that is what Steve says. Drivers need to pay attention not only to the roads, but the temperatures, especially if driving long distances or changing from highways to the back roads.
You could have a night where it just goes ballistic out of nowhere.
Well, as you look here over at the Mixmaster, one of the tips that they give you here, the tow truck driver, is that these overpasses and bridges freeze first. So as you're going along, going up the ramp, you might not think it's frozen at all, but going up there, the air gets underneath it. They get frozen faster. He said, be careful because the conditions can change quickly, especially on a night like tonight. I'm Bob Wilson reporting live in Hartford, News 8.